Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Loading Podcast. My name is Arthur.
My name is Arthur.
And welcome to episode 2 of, essentially, the Loading Podcast. That should have been in the intro, but, never mind that.
Yeah. Also, let me clarify something. My name is Arthur, but my nickname is AJ. So, for sake of the podcast and continuity, we're going to keep the name AJ.
And also, that's basically what everyone calls you, so...
Yeah, I slipped up, but it's okay.
This is just part of the process, Part of the process to actually, memorizing and getting everything down. But how are you doing today?
I'm doing alright, man, I can't complain.
Whew. Well, I'm already looking at something I can complain about right now on this computer.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, though.
We got some gaming stuff. We got Shield Hero.
We got some anime. Yeah. First time talking about anime on the
podcast, especially because episode 25 left a lot of mixed reviews for both of us. I think mostly for you, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. But for now, we're just gonna start about some of the news that hit this week for gaming. So, what would you like to start off first? There's actually a lot of it.
Let's start with
something that pissed you
what's
off
in front of my screen.
There's something that pissed you off.
Let me talk about this real quick. So apparently, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 lost its split screen support for the Blackout game mode, which kind of just has me scratching my head as to why. Just why, so you can have split screen in any other game mode, and you can also have it in that game mode, but you take it out. Why are they taking it out?
It's weird because originally I think Black Ops 4 was one of the first COD games in a while to actually bring back split screen, because I think I brought it to your house and we played split screen.
Yeah, you did.
And we were like, oh, cool, you can actually play zombies again on split screen, multiplayer, and Blackout, that battle royale thing. But now all of a sudden, it's gone. It's like that meme from South Park, and it's gone.
But I know they're taking it down and work on some issues. They've had some issues with the Blackout game mode, but split screen, for some reason, I don't know. You think maybe people are using this to cheat or something? I'm not sure why they would have removed it. They said issues, but they didn't really go into detail.
No, it's weird. I don't know. Blackout, I haven't heard too much about it. Honestly, it's there.
It's Call of Duty Fortnite.
It's Call of Duty Fortnite without building and in first person, which is still better than Fortnite. You can come at me with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm tired of Fortnite at this point. Don't get me wrong.
Speak on it. What's up?
Okay, let me just tell you this right now. I play too much damn Fortnite. I play too much damn Fortnite for my own good. It's my thing is that I don't think it's a bad game. I just hate the fact that it's influencing so many other games.
Yeah.
Call of Duty now has one. We have... Battlefield has one. Fallout has one now. Paladins has one. It's like a weird thing where it's like it's like another game mode. I forget what it's called. Realm Royale, I think.
Realm Royale.
Yo, who played I can't even pronounce it.
Not me.
Realm Royale.
No,
who cares?
It's I'll pass. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
You know where it started though?
Where?
Minecraft.
Oh, you're right. Hunger Games. We see. I'd like to sip my cup real quick. That is for the truest of OGs.
Never played it though. Never played Minecraft.
I've only ever played it once.
Ah, okay.
It was only at at my college actually, because they had computers and they had Minecraft, and I was always curious, I always wanted to try Hunger Games. Right.
And I also, whenever I have a conversation with Fortnite people, which isn't very too often, whenever I say to them, they always tell me I'm crazy or they tell me I'm a fan. But I say the game, it's it's not a bad game in terms of, I'm saying the gameplay. The gameplays can be a little over repetitive to me, but structurally, the game doesn't really seem bad to me. The game seems like a decent game.
Yes.
But it's just not that fun.
No, once you get past the whole building gimmick and the fact that it's a battle royale, so you're not guaranteed a victory whatsoever.
No.
And you are probably going to die to something completely bullshit, and you're going to have to go into another game.
Yeah.
And then search and go through all that again. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of people love the building aspect of Fortnite. I find it so what's the best word I could describe? Annoying.
You find it annoying?
I find the building annoying, to be honest.
Honestly, I don't mind the building. It only gets annoying when you see people try harding.
Yes.
Because the idea of being able to approach a shootout in any way that you want is just very interesting. Like, you can build a base, you can do X, Y, Z. I feel like that idea, it sounds good on paper. Mm-hmm. But in practicality, everyone's just going to be trying to try hard you to death. Make, like, these huge-ass towers. You know what I'm saying?
Like, let me give you a situation. You're over here. You got maybe a good vantage point on a mountain.
Yeah.
You got a nice, let's say, an assault rifle or a SCAR. You see a little person just running down, right? Naturally, you should have the advantage. You shoot one bullet, you maybe miss. Mm-hmm. This man builds the fucking wall, the Great Wall of China.
He's taller than you. Like.
Exactly, in like an instant. And I'm over here like, bro, get the fuck out of here. No.
Was it that serious?
Was it that serious? Calm down. You could have easily just built cover. Nah, this man built the Great Wall of China, the Berlin Wall, and made a little canopy that has 5 sniper's nests and ready to kill me.
Just to hit you with a sniper in 2 shots and then dance while
exactly.
you're dead.
Exactly.
So,
like.
But I will give it one thing, though. It can be fun at times when you're playing with friends. That's one thing I would give it.
Yes, it can be a lot of fun with friends. Especially when you're just messing around. And also, Fortnite does have more things now than just the Battle Royale. Like, if you would like to pay $30, which, by the way, should have been free to begin with. The single-player campaign that, was promised to be free.
Is it still not free yet?
No.
I haven't been keeping up with it, so.
It's not free.
Oh, well, I'm kind of over with whatsoever. It. So even if it does come out free, I
think it's still in beta. Keep in mind, I haven't played it in a while, so I'm not sure if it is still in beta. But besides that...
I don't know, man. Why do companies love doing that with games? They just love dragging it out. Same thing happened with PUBG. They just love dragging it out. Like, even when it's just... Like, dude, you made billions of dollars. Like, you could at least finish the game before you just hound people to death with microtransactions.
Exactly. Like, they supported you with the game. Can you please... Like, come on. Like, you have the single-player thing for Fortnite, which isn't that bad. But it's not worth the money, I think.
Right.
You have Playgrounds, which is alright. Playgrounds is essentially like this free creative mode. You can do whatever you want. And that actually is pretty fun. Mm-hmm. Especially because there are some parkour maps and challenge maps that you can do. Or courses. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
And on top of that, they're just not staying true to their promise. Like,
yeah.
They promised it would be free, 2018?
Yeah. And I was one of the first people that played the game when it first came out.
Bro, we in July of 2019.
2019.
Bro. You're bugging.
Like, excuse me. Also, I gotta turn off this. I gotta turn this down. Alright. Anyway, with that rude Discord notification. One more thing I will add before I close off on this topic, because I've been talking about this way too longer than I really should have. They just added League Play, I think.
League Play?
Yeah. Like, ranked, essentially.
Oh, right.
And to that, I say...
Who cares?
Who cares? And bullshit. You can at me right now. You cannot have a true competitive experience with a game that random.
Yeah.
I personally think so. And also Epic doesn't really know how to handle competitive tournaments.
Wait, but let's transition this into a game, into a battle royale that's better than Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Apex. Apex Season 2. Apex Season 2 is out. Mm-hmm. I've heard some good things about it. I haven't touched the game since Season 1. It's probably a couple months.
Yeah.
It's like maybe the month after the game came out. That's when I was playing it. Mm-hmm. But after that, I just haven't really been playing it like that.
Yeah, honestly, it's the same here. Like, I think we mentioned this in the other podcast, but we both personally find Apex to be a much more enjoyable game.
Definitely. Absolutely.
But I think it suffers from the same problem that Fortnite has. Where it's a game where there's not a lot to do except playing in the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the Battle Pass, which that's understandable, you don't want to pay $10 or $15 for things to actually do something, it gets boring very quickly. I think that's just the thing that Apex suffers from, even more than Fortnite. Like, I will give Fortnite one thing. At least they constantly update the game to bring in new guns, new items, new maps. It was made by... Respawn. Which made the Titanfall series.
Titanfall 1 had that same problem, which is very interesting to think about. When you think about, like, we're talking about the people who made Titanfall. So, Titanfall 2 didn't suffer from that problem.
No, they fixed that very, very heavily.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of not that many people played it.
And let me know if I'm wrong or not. But is this game still in development, or is it like a full release? Like it's
Apex Legends?
Yeah, it's fully out, right?
Yeah, it's fully out.
All right, bad.
It's fully out. It's fully being supported by Respawn, and EA is just taking the thing like, hey, we own Respawn, so it's technically our property too.
Yes.
One of the only things that we'll like from EA. But Season 2 does look good. The new Legend does look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I heard they added some new stuff. Maybe, I think, some new guns. So maybe we'll try getting back on that soon.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a cool thing just to get updated.
Does that game have crossplay as well? Or?
No.
Okay.
As far as I know.
All right.
It could change in the future, though.
All right, cool.
Anyway, moving on to the next one.
Just making sure. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure. All right.
This is one. Speaking of epic games, because of Fortnite.
Yep.
There's been recent news that... Alright, so let's give a little context real quick. So Shenmue 3, a game that has been... Or a series, should I say, that has been forgotten about or just not heard of for the past 20 years.
When was the first Shenmue game? What system was that on?
It was on I think, the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, 1 and 2 were both on the Sega Dreamcast. I think in the year 1990... It was, I think, 1990... Actually, let me do my research real quick. I could have sworn the Shenmue came... Oh, crap. Excuse me. I keep forgetting that I have to silence everything. Shenmue
production, my friend.
Exactly. Oh, it came 1999.
Wow. Okay.
So, and then Shenmue 2, I think, came out a year later. So over 19 years since the second game came out, they finally announced the third one, and everyone was like hyped, be like, "Oh yes, a dead franchise, or what we thought was a dead franchise, is coming back for a third game," because Shenmue was actually like very, very like influential. Back when it was the most expensive video game at that time.
How much was it?
We're talking about like maybe 50 million, I think.
To make?
I forget exactly
is it
how
to make
much.
or
to develop? Yes.
Wow.
And this is 1999 we're talking about. So.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, don't quote me on how much it costs to develop, because I'm not sure the exact amount. So if you can, maybe we could like look at it and we could just edit it in like in the video.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, so Shenmue 3 comes up. It's gonna be released on Steam. Word is now that Epic, being the wonderful company they are,
Epic, man, you gotta love them.
Yeah, they've been notoriously essentially giving money to a bunch of developers to essentially say, hey, put it on my store instead. And we're going to have it as our exclusive thing. Steam has no right, or like Steam won't... Anyone who has Steam won't be able to buy this. It's only through our servers.
Right.
So, this was also a crowdfunded project.
Yep.
And most of the people that funded it for the PC version had a code for Steam that they were going to get.
Right, like it literally said when they crowdfunded at the website, it said you would get a Steam code.
Yes, you will get a Steam copy of the game for people who wanted that.
And I wonder what happens next.
Yes. So, Epic decides to buy out, or just essentially, back the people who make Shenmue 3 and say, okay, this is going to be now exclusive to the Epic Store. Mm-hmm. Needless to say, people are pissed.
Big shocker.
I know. The fact that you actually gave some of your money to help a game being developed, and now it's not going to be released on the system that you paid for, or the service, the OS. Yes. So that's the thing, and apparently now Epic is going to be refunding all those players the full amount for those that have actually backed it to get the Steam version.
Hey, I'm going to say the same thing I said to you off camera. I'm like, hey man, fuck it, they're billionaires. They can afford it. Let them do that. You know what I'm saying? They got Fortnite money, so
exactly. So,
do I feel bad for them? Not really. No. Mm-hmm. I would say, it's very interesting. I actually did some research on this. Do you know why they're actually getting games to be exclusive on the Epic Game Store?
No, actually.
I don't know if it was the CEO. Don't quote me on this, but it was a representative from Epic who's basically saying, if the whole reason why Epic looks good to developers is because of their shares. Mm-hmm. Steam takes share like a certain percentage from how much money. Say if you pay $60 for a game, mm-hmm. the developer is not getting that $60. It's completely it's being split essentially. So with Epic, the shares are a little different. So it's more lenient towards the developer. So that's why a lot of devs like going to Epic
more
because it's more revenue. It's more revenue for them essentially. The splits are more better. And the representative from Epic said, if Steam would offer the same shares that we have, he would have no reason to make these games exclusive to Epic. And that was what the representative said. So I find that very interesting that they're just want to make the whole gaming scene, the whole PC OS environment, just a better place for developers in general. So
see, I can respect that.
In a way, I can respect that, but like
there's
at
a
the
lot
same
of
time,
other things.
well, no. At the same time, when people are promised, when you specifically promise the consumer a Steam copy, you need to give them a Steam copy.
Yes,
like that's not cool.
Especially if this is something that is crowdfunded.
Like imagine if you pre-ordered a game and you went to go pick it up and it was for the wrong system.
Be like, oh, I'm sorry, like we don't have it for this system. It's for the other one. Like imagine if I'm gonna go to GameStop. And I thought that I think Tomb Raider, right? Let's say I was gonna buy it for PS4. I go over there and then they say, oh, I'm sorry, we only have this for Xbox.
Yeah, and I know that for people who are console players, they might not understand why that was such a big thing. That's why I'm using that to explain why.
PC, it's different.
Yeah, a lot of PC people are very stingy.
Yes.
With, I don't know if stingy is the right word, but they're very picky about the type of OSs they use on their computer.
Yes.
Like Great Key Sight, Steam, etc. Like some of them don't really mess with Epic or Origin or none of that.
Like, I know Steam is just unanimously declared, like, the best one just because of how clean the OS is, how many features it offers, and how so many things can come together to essentially people just say, oh, yeah, if you're going to play PC games, just go to Steam.
Right.
It has the most games, and it also has the best interface that you could get.
And it's been the place for PC gaming for the last 20 years, probably. Yeah.
Now, to this, I would say it's good for competition. Competition is never a bad thing. It's always healthy because it prompts both sides to essentially improve. Yeah. And that's never a bad thing. But when it comes to essentially monopolizing the market, that's when we have a problem. That's my biggest problem. And also, if the other company does tactics or things that essentially force others.
But that's really the whole industry, though, right? That's really the whole gaming industry, though.
Yeah, that is.
But hey, if Steam actually does make their splits better, then I feel like it's a win for everybody.
Yes, so that's a good
place to end it off. Honestly.
Yeah,
what else is going on?
Like in other news, but let me just end it off just saying like, to all you that are back Shenmue 3, my condolences. I'm sure it's going to be a great game.
Actually, I want to see what time we're running for right now.
Actually, we are running for 18 minutes. Not bad. Let's keep going. All right.
You want to transition? I feel like it's time to transition to something. Let's try to move away from video games right now. I think. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
We got.
Oh wait, real quick. We should probably go over the PlayStation Plus. Xbox.
Oh yes.
Let's talk about
the PlayStation Plus. Oh, I got a lot to say about the PlayStation.
Let's like our expert first.
All right, so. As for the Xbox games that we got coming for this for July, we got Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which great game by the way. So if any of you have not yet played Symphony of the Night, what are you doing?
Yeah, if you also have Xbox 360, that game is backwards compatible. So for the people who still on 360, to all 12 of you, I would like to say you can play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. But if you have an Xbox One, you can also play it because it's backwards compatible.
We also got Inside, which was from the same developers that made Limbo. Great game. Very good puzzle game. Very dark. I will say that. I never played it, and I don't have an Xbox One, but it's good for people who actually have it.
Yeah. What else do you get?
We got Meet the Robinsons.
Not familiar with that game.
It's a movie game.
Meet the Robinsons. Nah. Not familiar with it at all.
Wait, do you remember the movie?
No. I don't.
Good. And then finally we got Big Frown Showdown, which, to be honest, I have no idea what that is.
Hey, I mean the first two games are nice. I'm not.
The first two games are great. The other two, it's certainly more than what PlayStation would offer.
Hey, if you got an Xbox, you got something to play. You got that Castlevania though.
Hell yeah,
you got that Inside. I know that's a good game.
And also, not to plug anything, but Ritual of the Night, Bloodstain.
What, Castlevania?
No. It's from the people that made. I think the Castlevania series, or at the very least Symphony of the Night, the Metroidvania games. Buy Bloodstained. It is great. Show the developers that this is what we really want because it's Amazing. All right. Anyway.
That's it for Xbox.
Yes. Now, PlayStation.
Where
is that? There you are.
All right. So for the people who don't know, let's provide a caveat to this. This is what I'm saying. So we were under the assumption we were coming into here, recording the podcast, thinking that we were going to get PS. So we do some research, and we see that you're no longer getting PS for PlayStation Plus. Which all I gotta say to that is thanks, because nobody wanted to play that in the first place.
I'm sorry. As much as soccer or football, wherever you're watching this, is a very, very popular sport. PES 2019 as the free game for play that does not hold it.
That's such a niche game.
It's such a niche game, and it's not even FIFA. It's not even FIFA, which more people would probably play more.
Right.
Like, this is such a niche game that so very few people will play. I also told you this. This reminds me of the situation back in Xbox when Magic the Gathering was free. It's such a niche, a specific game for so many people that it's not worth it. Right.
And the thing about it is that we see these kinds of games when we're scrolling through them, but we don't actually ever play those games. If you're talking about niche games, like previous PlayStation Plus titles that have been like niche kind of games, I would say Rocket League. But the thing about that's an indie game. You know what I'm saying? Like that was more so the curiosity that got us to try games like that. With PES, it's just soccer, bro. Like we're good. Like all right.
And then also keep this in mind. Before with PlayStation Plus, you weren't getting just free games for your PS4. You were also getting for your PS3 and PS Vita.
They don't do that no more?
No, they canceled it. They stopped doing it. That's why. But that's also the reason why they're starting to give better games on PlayStation Plus. Like we got Call of Duty 4 remastered.
True.
We got Metal Gear Solid 5.
True that.
We had what was the game?
Borderlands
2
and
the Handsome Collection. Yeah, great game. See, they're upping the quality that the games are.
Black Ops 3 like a year or two ago,
Black Ops 3 still a great game. Never thought I'd see a Call of Duty game be free, but so
right. What games are we getting?
We're getting Detroit Become Human. And I think we're also going to get Heavy Rain.
Didn't they give Heavy Rain out for free already? Correct me if I'm wrong. That might have been years ago.
I think, was it a PC though? Wait, no. PC just got Heavy Rain. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well,
yes, but no, you're right. Heavy Rain was also given as a PlayStation Plus game like last year. In fact, the same month of last year, July 2018.
Wow. Okay.
But can I just say that it is still good because Detroit Become Human, beautiful.
I've heard really good things about that.
Yes, and I plan on playing that. I was actually gonna get it, but you see, money.
Yeah, but Heavy Rain too. That's also a very kind of niche game too. The controls, from what I've seen, like YouTubers play like years and years ago, the controls look very interesting, so to speak.
And the other one?
Yeah.
The other game, Horizon? Or which one are you talking about?
No, for Heavy Rain.
Oh, for Heavy Rain. Oh, yes.
The controls,
yes. But anyway, I'm just glad that this is the one instead of... Like, once again, I don't want to undermine the soccer fans that are probably watching this. They probably would have been like, oh, hell yeah, I would have played that if they haven't played FIFA already. Because essentially soccer, like, you can only play so much soccer before, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing else to say. I'm just glad Detroit Become Human is going to be the one. Yeah. And also, Horizon Chase Turbo is going to stay the same. It's going to stay as another PlayStation Plus game. So, we'll check that out. See, we'll get back to you on that maybe next week.
Alright, right now, let's take a break from the gaming right now. Let's transition away from what we have in front of the monitor in front of us. I want to talk about anime for a second.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into it. You know what I mean? Shield Hero ended very recently. We're going to discuss some thoughts on that. What do you think about that, you know?
You see, for me personally, I did like it, especially at the end with everything was essentially resolved. We had the heroes, like, yeah, I like how in the ending you got the sword hero, like, now so jealous of the shield hero, be like, oh, gotta make sure I'm stronger than you and shit.
For real, though, right?
Right?
Like, yeah.
We have the archer just being the same as he is. The spear hero's finally not a dick. He finally somewhat respects...
Wait. For people who have not seen this show, how would you explain it to them?
Alright, so first off, it is one of those classic, I think they're called Isekai anime, where main character gets transported to a video game world. Now has to save it. I.e. Sword Art Online.
Yeah, it's very in the vein of Sword Art.
Yes.
ReZero.
However, it's much better than Sword Art Online. Much better in the plot, main character,
character development,
and also the entire world and the process of how the game world works, functioning like an actual video game.
Let's just. We already might have gone into some spoilers, but let's just give a spoiler warning.
Yes, spoiler warning.
We are talking spoilers, all right?
Yes, we are talking spoilers.
If you have not seen it, go watch it.
Go watch it, please. It's a great anime. It's one of the greatest anime of the year so far, in my books.
Yeah, we definitely got to put a spoiler warning before
that.
But basically, if you haven't seen it, it's very one of those kind of shows that are like a fantasy kind of show. Very fantasy-esque, very video game-esque. Definitely very interesting. Thrown into like a random world. There's all kinds of level
also, the main character, Naofumi, holy crap, he went through a lot.
He went through a lot. Honestly, if you have any sort of interest for this show, I would say just watch the first episode. It's like 49 minutes long. It pretty much tells you everything you need to know about the story and where the story is gonna go from the first episode, which is very good, very interesting if you're into that kind of stuff. Hey,
like, all right, so with Shield Hero. This also goes back to the anime, like the isekai genre. Like, once again, I think that's what it's called. You could correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not sure exactly, or if I'm butchering the name. But, the problem that I have with a lot of them is that either one, they don't feel like they're in a video game. It just feels like a fantasy world, not rather like a video game, i.e., Sword Art Online after the first season. How it really didn't feel like a video game world. And then other anime. I think there was one that me and Joel watched one day. It was, I keep forgetting the name. I think it was Death March or something like that.
Death Parade?
No, not Death Parade. Death March.
Death March, oh.
It was essentially a harem.
Alright.
With slave girls.
Wait, no? Wait, I looked up the name. It's Isekai?
Isekai. Isekai. Alright then. Let me see. Yeah, isekai. Okay, not isekoi. All right, I'm sounding like a freaking it's a koi fish or something like that. But yeah, it's like they don't stay by the rules of the world, and they forget that they're supposed to be like a video game.
Right.
Shield Hero doesn't really have that problem, and also has very good character development and characters. Yeah,
basically. All right, let's talk about the very first couple episodes. Let's say Naofumi, he goes through a lot of shit.
Yeah,
bro. He pretty much comes off as a hero, but originally he didn't know much about the world as the other heroes did, which still didn't kind of really make any sense to me. How they would just have this knowledge, even though they haven't been there before. But hey, anime, right? Just suspend disbelief. All right,
exactly.
So basically, he gets there. He doesn't know nothing about the world. People treat him like a little lower than others as soon as he gets there. And literally, the first episode, he gets basically framed for something he didn't do.
Yes,
let's put it like
that. It's a little extreme.
After that, he's pretty much looked at as an outsider, and he pretty much starts from ground zero to get to.
Where he is
build
now.
Himself to where he is now, yeah, which was...
I was going to say, he goes through a lot of development. Honestly, for the first few episodes, you really feel bad for him.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see just how much development he goes in even a few episodes. It's wild to be like, damn, this is where I was at a few episodes ago.
Yeah, especially at episode 5. I think that's the big point. Because something happens where essentially, almost half of the entire nation looks at him like, alright, you know what? He's cool.
And if you like waifus, they got some waifus in here too.
Raphtalia, best girl ever. Yeah. She is loyal as well.
Agreed. What about don't forget the princess or is known as a bitch or
yes. Oh yeah.
that's actually a funny thing. So basically, in the show, when Naofumi gets framed, a little later on in the show where he clears his name up, the queen, I believe, tries to punish her daughter, who's the one that framed him for sexual assault or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Great anime.
So in punishment for that, she was gonna get sentenced to death. But Naofumi, being the good guy that he is, he stops it and hey, I have an idea. Hear me out now. what if we change the princess's name? Yeah, by the way, this is how you know it's an anime. When the princess, who is also the villain. Alright. Basically she basically has to change her name to bitch, or was it slut? Mm-hmm. For the rest of the show.
No, she has two names. She has a regular name.
Was it trash?
No, that was the king. I think the king was supposed to be called garbage or trash. The girl's her regular name is now slut or whatever. Something like that. And then her adventuring name and traveling name will be bitch. Yeah. When I saw him snap like that, he said bitch soda. Or something like that.
No. When I saw it, I was not expecting that. That was just very surprising. Mm-hmm. But what I will say though, let's move a little bit towards the ending of the show. I felt like the ending was kind of unsatisfactory to me. Like not to say that it was a bad ending per se. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a bad ending. It ended the exact way I expected an anime like that to end. Uh-huh. It was very by the books, very no surprises. Not even like an after the credits. No surprises after that. It was kind of just like, all right.
I will say that fight with the ninja girl, that ninja girl with the fans and stuff. That was a pretty cool fight.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a good fight, and also I don't know if I kind of saw it coming that those other two heroes that Naofumi recruited would actually betray him. Like,
bro, what?
Like,
you could have seen the foreshadowing.
I could have.
As soon as they were very first introduced, he was like, no.
Yeah.
How you can't be that. You can't have the same name as Shield Hero. You know, Shield Hero. No. Even though this nigga clearly has a big ass shield on his forearm.
Yes. No, but like I meant it in the way like they would be the enemies, like not like they would like sell them out to someone like the ninja girl instead of actually fighting them.
Bro, I knew they was gonna be the ops at some point, bro. If it wasn't this season, then next season, bro, for real.
Yeah.
That last fight was definitely interesting, though. I just wish that the heroes, the so-called heroes that we were talking about, actually had some good training. Mm-hmm. Cause they didn't.
No,
their training was trash, bro. They all got knocked out in one hit by that lady.
Because they're all garbage. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. They're all garbage. They think that they're better than the Shield Hero, but the Shield Hero is actually the strongest one in the entire group.
Yet they're the ones that talk down to the Shield Hero, which makes it so interesting to see someone who is cast as, like looked at as like a castaway, like a you know what I'm saying, like someone who's beneath them, to someone who became stronger than them and someone who's just overall a better person than them because they were causing problems throughout the whole show, and he was the one who actually went and fixed that.
And also, it is good to see Ralph Talia and Naofumi finally, together like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not like most anime where they would just be like, "Oh, we'll stay as friends."
All right, so let's get to it, man. What would you give this season as a grade? If you have to give it a grade, what would you give it?
Because Shield Hero was such a great watch.
It really was.
I thought, though, I will give it this, like, around maybe after the halfway point or maybe around the end, it started to get a little generic. Typical anime. So, I'll give it a B+.
I'll give it a B.
I'll give it a B+.
Yeah.
You give it a B? Alright. But still, if you haven't watched it, give it a shot.
No, it's definitely worth watching. Yes. Definitely worth watching. A B for me is good. B for me is good. You know what I mean? Like a C is kind of more so average.
Yeah, C is like your average fare. You'll enjoy it, but it won't blow you away. Yeah, B is like, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, B is that, but
yeah,
a D is like below average, and if you get an F, it's like
F is like school days.
Throw that shit in the
F is school days. We don't fucking talk about school days.
Wow, that's a hot take.
Exactly.
All right, but all right, let's move on a little bit.
Yes, because that was the anime section. Because I really just wanted to talk about the Shield Hero because it wasn't really that much.
Not really. No, it didn't really do much to set up season 2 either, man. It's just said, all right. Bye. That was that thing.
That's what everyone did. All right, but here, this our next piece that we were going to talk about.
Oh, yeah. So, Polygon put out a list of the best Marvel movies.
Ranking all the Marvel movies in order from the worst to the best.
All 23, actually. There's 23 Marvel movies. Damn,
yes,
bro.
keep that in mind.
Have you seen all of them? I haven't.
I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen The Incredible Hulk.
Wait.
I'm very serious with you. I've never seen The Incredible Hulk. I didn't see the last Thor movie.
Okay. Did you see Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes, I saw
1 and 2?
No, not 2. I saw 1.
Dang.
I didn't see 2 yet.
What about Captain Marvel? He just laughs immediately. All right, Ant-Man.
Yes.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
No, not Ant-Man and the Wasp.
So, we're missing a couple because I haven't seen any of those either. I've seen one. I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2.
Yes, I've seen most of them, but not all. I think in total I haven't seen 6 of them.
All right, let's start with this.
All right. Anyway, let's see because I'm so curious to see what would be their first one. All right,
You're starting from what, 23?
Yeah. So number 23, Iron Man 2. What do you think? Nah.
It wasn't like the great movie.
At least compared to Iron Man 1.
It was definitely better than some of the other Marvel stuff.
Yes. Like, what was a Marvel movie that I actually was like I found very disappointing? I think The Winter Soldier actually for me.
For you, really?
Yes.
I love The Winter Soldier.
I don't know. I didn't like Winter Soldier that much.
Bro, I might put. I've seen the first Ant-Man. I might put the first Ant-Man at 23, but I have not seen the other ones, like I said. Mm-hmm. So, let's keep going though. Let's keep going.
All right. So that was number 23. Number 22, The Incredible Hulk.
We should also preface this is our first time looking at this list as well.
Yes. Also,
so we're going through this live.
Mm-hmm. So number 22, The Incredible Hulk.
You know, I can't even be mad at this. I can't even be mad at this, honestly. This is so long ago. It's like, all right.
Yeah, 2008. You feel old yet?
Yeah, doesn't even look so angry, bro. It looks so angry.
Bro, this was CGI.
Bro, you know what's one of my... This is actually... I think this screenshot is actually from one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Mm-hmm. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. When he goes up to the sergeant and he basically kicks this nigga so hard he goes flying for like half a mile, and he hits into I think he hits a tree or something, or he hits something, but he gets fucked up, bro.
Jesus,
he gets fucked up. The dude on the right, you can just see his face. He's just like he's not playing with this nigga. Bro.
Exactly. All right. So number 21, Thor, the first one.
I can't be mad at that. I feel like out of all the Thor movies, this one was the second worst. The second one was the worst, and the third one was the best. So.
Yeah, I think it's because just at the third one, Thor just became a more enjoyable character to watch.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Not really much to say here on Thor.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Okay. Wait. They can't see. So, number 20, Avengers: Infinity War. Bruh. You put that over... Wait. You put that over Ant-Man? You're smoking crack, bro.
Put that over Ant-Man?
All right.
Yo, you...
I don't even want to spend too much time on that. Just keep going. Just keep it going.
Alright, number 19, Thor: The Dark World.
So wait.
You're telling me that...
You put
it was worse than Thor: The Dark World?
You put Thor 2 over Avengers: Infinity War, bro?
Don't fuck
I can't. Wait. Let me hear what you're saying.
The thing to understand is that Thor has always been good. He's always been a big sweetie with a good sense of humor. It's just that it's been a little hard to see past that false Shakespearean quality of Asgard. So, what they're trying to say is that Thor: The Dark World was a better movie than Infinity War.
Alright, bro. Keep it going.
Alright, next up.
We might have to reevaluate. Let's
Doctor Strange, really?
At 18?
I would put it higher. I'd actually say it's probably in top 10. Because I love the whole,
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
That's where that
screenshot is from.
Yeah, I know. I thought the movie was actually very enjoyable.
Yeah,
not even just aside from the Marvel Universe, just as a standalone film.
I mean, there's 23 of them. I feel like when we start getting to like the 15, 14 area, we're talking like the best ones.
Yeah, like...
I'm curious to see what he or she put for this one, though, so let's keep it going.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, number 17, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Wait, you put Avengers: Age of Ultron over Infinity War? I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah, I don't... Like, to me, I feel like this person... ranks them not based off of like the hype that's been before them, just rather standalone movies.
Like right.
Even then, Infinity was actually pretty freaking good, I think. Like
what's 16? Let's keep going.
Yeah,
we shouldn't spend too much time on each individual.
Yeah. Number 16, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I'm not mad at that. That might be kind of accurate, honestly.
Yeah. Because I know you love the Guardians of the Galaxy films.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so now
but I do feel like the first one was better.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
Let's see what 15 is.
15, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I'd probably say that's a good. I'd probably say that's a good ranking.
That's fair.
I like that.
That's fair.
Because Ant-Man was good, but not spectacular. All right, number 14, Civil War.
Okay. Now we're talking. Yeah. I agree.
I feel like I put it.
Actually,
I feel like I put it higher.
A part of me might want to put that in the top 10, but I have to see what she has on her top 10. Or he or she has on her top 10.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, number 13, Ant-Man and the Wasp. That was quick.
I haven't seen it. I can't speak.
Me either. I haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp that much either, so I can't say anything.
Right,
so
number 12.
Number 12, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. All right. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it.
Me either. So
moving on.
Also, Samuel Jackson.
Damn, look at that hairline, bro.
I know, right? Jesus Christ, that is
yo,
one
them CGI does wonders, bro.
Yes, it does. All right, number 11, Iron Man 3.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second now. You're telling me you put this... What was Infinity War, 18? You telling me you put this 7 spots in front of Infinity War?
Mm-hmm.
And Iron Man 2 is the worst one? I felt like this one was probably the worst Iron Man to me, honestly. I like 2 more, honestly. So yeah, that's my stance. But hey.
I mean, personally, I'd like 3 more, actually. I don't know why.
You like 3 more?
Yeah, I like 3 more. Oh, excuse me. But that's just me personally.
Okay. Alright, let's see what they got. Number 10.
Number 10, the first Avengers film. I think this is a good place.
For me, I feel like this might land in the upper 5, top 5.
No, personally, I feel like this is a good spot. You know what's funny? I just realized Black Widow never had her own movie.
Yep, she didn't. I think she might get one, though. Like a prequel.
But I thought that Spider-Man Homecoming was the last Marvel film.
Ever?
Like, by Marvel Studios. Like, in this timeline, is what I'm trying to say.
No, she's going to get one, but it's going to be a prequel.
Oh, well, I understand that, but I didn't know they were still, like, you know...
Making more?
Making more.
Yeah, bro, of course they're making more, bro. You know how much money these niggas make, bro?
You're right. My bad. Alright. Number 9, Iron Man, the first one.
Can't be mad.
Hey, look at the OG suit. Damn.
How are we doing on time, by the way?
Oh, I think we are at...
40-minute mark. 42.
Yeah, we're doing alright.
Yeah, bad.
Alright, what do you think? Iron Man number 9.
That's more of a toss-up for me, honestly.
I have a soft spot for the first one. I have a soft spot for it. It's because of he fit the role so perfectly when we first saw it.
The first one was it's a classic, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this one's definitely top 5 for me though.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, number 8, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
8 is a good spot. No. I agree. I'm putting that 8. I'm putting that down 8.
If it was up to me, I'd probably put it as like 12 or 13. Honestly,
the fight scenes in this movie were so good, bro.
I know.
The fight scenes were so incredible. The fight choreography and everything's so on point. The action was fire. The jokes were hitting when they did make jokes.
Yeah.
And what can I say? I just like the character relationship and the character development with Bucky Barnes. I feel like 8's a good spot to put this in, honestly. Okay.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Next up, 7. Wait. A movie that we were planning on seeing later on. Far From Home.
That's the thing about lists is that when movies just come out, it's kind of hard to judge them. But
yeah,
like I said, I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it. But let's keep going.
What's number 6? All right, number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right,
not bad. I actually like that.
I don't know if I would put it there, but I that's definitely in top 10 though.
Definitely. All right, number 5, Thor Ragnarok. Actually, I think that's actually a pretty good.
Have you seen Ragnarok?
No, but I know that it's probably the best Thor movie.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie, honestly.
I find it funny though that this Thor movie has freaking Hulk in it.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I think I like this more than Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So,
alright, so kudos to that. All right, number 4, Endgame.
Makes sense. I was expecting to see that around this area.
Yeah, I would actually expect it to be like maybe number 3, honestly.
Yeah. All right.
Like one of the top 3, because the payoff, just in general.
Definitely. Definitely was worth it.
Definitely.
Let's see what else.
All right, number 3, Spider-Man: Homecoming. As a Spider-Man fan, this is great to see, because that Homecoming is a very good movie. I like it.
I do like it as well.
I love the film.
3 though, I feel like whoever wrote this, we have a very similar top 10. It just kind of flipped in a way.
Yes.
I would more so put Iron Man towards the top 5 and Spider-Man Homecoming towards the latter 10. Mm-hmm. But hey, for the most part, they're getting a lot of these similar. Honestly.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Now there's 2 movies left. One's Black Panther.
Oh.
The other one, I think, is the first Captain America film, right?
Oh God. Okay. Captain America is number 1, bro. I'm gonna feel robbed.
I feel like it is.
Just said.
I feel like it is.
Keep going.
Number 2 is Black Panther.
Okay. I agree. though. So
I will say yes. Black Panther.
Go to number 1 though. I need to see it with my own eyes.
Yep.
Bruh.
I knew it.
Bruh.
Captain America.
Bruh.
Captain America.
Over the Winter Soldier? Over Civil War? I definitely don't agree. I wouldn't even put this in my top 10, bro. Get this out of here, bro. I might not even put this top 20, bro. You might be going near that little, you know what I'm saying, the latter 3. But I don't know, Chief. I don't know about this one, Chief. But hey,
like if it was up to me, I would probably put this one.
What, it's number 1?
As number 1. Just as an overall film itself.
I might keep it as number 2, but I don't know, man. I might have to put one of these.
I'll probably put maybe. All right, if it was up to me, number 5 would probably. All right, let's do it. Before we end this off, let's do like a top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah, like what would you do? Like you want to go first? There's like a quick top 5 for how would you rank the movies?
Top 5 it would go probably. I would say Civil War is number 5. Mm-hmm. Thor Ragnarok number 4. Mm-hmm. Iron Man.
The first one?
Iron Man 1, number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I would go... Maybe Avengers... No, I would say Black Panther number 2, Avengers... Maybe Endgame.
Number 1.
Endgame number 1.
Fair enough.
I might go like that. Eh? I don't know, man. I'm conflicted with this list, man. It's like it's like some of them I really agree with. Like I felt like whoever did that got Black Panther spot on.
Yes.
Some other stuff spot on, but there's some others like some very questionable stuff. On this
Infinity
list.
War 18.
Bro,
that should have at the very least been top 15.
But hey,
you're gonna rank it like that. Like I know personally, right? For number 5, I would put Iron Man 1.
Okay.
Definitely top 5.
All right, interesting.
I'm not gonna say Thor Ragnarok because I haven't yet to see it. But number 4, I'll probably put Spider-Man Homecoming.
All right.
I love Spider-Man so much. 3, Civil War. Number 2 would be Black Panther, and number 1 would probably be Endgame.
Yeah, I knew it.
I love Endgame, man. But the thing with Endgame is that you can only truly enjoy the movie
unless you've seen
the entire build-up.
But it's like even so, we haven't seen all the build-up completely. Like there's some stuff we missed out on. The Wasp, Ant-Man, the Wasp, Captain Marvel.
Like, but still, it's a very good payoff for all this. But anyway, we are rounding to the 50-minute mark, my friend.
Yeah.
So I think this is probably a good time to stop it here for now.
Definitely, guys. I just want to give a heads up real quick. Also, for people listening, we are currently working on getting this podcast up on Anchor. Mm-hmm. So if you listen on Anchor and you listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, we're going to be working on getting those up there shortly. So if you enjoy the podcast, you know what I'm saying, give it a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying, we're still on SoundCloud right now. Mm-hmm. For the time being, I don't know how much longer we're going to be on SoundCloud though, because of the time constraints.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're trying to get it figured out,
and if anything, you can also listen to us on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. YouTube's definitely an option. Mm-hmm. But yeah, wherever you listen to podcasts, we're gonna be there very soon. So, and
plus, we hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, you guys help keep this podcast running.
Definitely, for you. Definitely, yo. And if you enjoyed this, definitely make sure you throw a like on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening on SoundCloud, throw a like. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment. Let us know what you think.
Mm-hmm. Let us know anything we can improve. We take criticism. We take anything to make this podcast even more better for not only for us but for you guys too.
Yeah, like what would y'all like to see from this podcast? Would y'all like to see more anime? Would you like to see more stuff focused on movies? We'd like to talk about stuff like that.
Would you guys like to see maybe like some things that me and Arthur can do? Like asking questions or like taking in some questions that you guys want to ask for us. Maybe do some personalized segments, that kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Let us know, bro, because all of that is appreciated and welcome.
Also, we also want to try to incorporate like some like extra fun little games in there from time to time. We're gonna try and get to that maybe next episode.
Yeah, because this list took a while. Like
definitely took a while. Honestly, it took longer than I low-key expected it to.
Yes.
But so did the last episode. But hey, I think that's about it, man.
Yeah, all right.
So if you enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? My name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur.
And this has been the Loading Podcast. Y'all guys take care, all right?
Take care, guys.